YouTube, what up? Welcome back to channel Adrian TV, and y'all know me as Adrian. But before we get into today's video, y'all know what y'all need to do. Subscribe to the channel, like and comment on the videos. Also follow me on Rumble, where I also post. And if you see anything you want me to react to, whether it's the Ask Adrian question or a great video you want me to react to, don't hesitate to hit me up on one of my social media platforms. They'll be pinned in the description. And if it's a great video or a great comment or great question, I would do a video on it and shout you out. Now, for today's video, you may have seen the title, Why Men Should Only Hang Out with Women for Two Reasons, romantically or for business, whether it's business dealings or business opportunity. Now, I know when y'all hear that, some men and women may be triggered, and to me personally, it all deals with time, but I'll get more into that. Let's play this video, and then I'm going to give you examples to why I say that, because I'm not saying for men to belittle women and not be cordial with women, but I think men should be smart with their time. And if you're going to hang out with a woman outside of work, especially if you know her, or any other situation, if you're going to hang out with a woman outside of any of that, there needs to be a reason for that, because as we know, we don't have a lot of time. But let me play the video, and then I'll give you my thoughts.
So you guys are friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long?
Tonight.
How'd you meet?
Mutual friends.
Under the right circumstances, would you let him hit?
No.
If it were all the way around, would you?
I mean, she attractive. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't.
I don't fuck my friends.
What benefits do you get from having him as a friend?
Protection.
What benefits do you get from having her as a friend?
And someone to talk to when I need it.
So he protects you physically, you help him emotionally.
Yeah.
If somebody tried to rob you, you expect him to step in.
I mean, I can handle myself, but he'll be there for an extra layer.
If he's gonna risk his life for you, what would be an equal benefit for him having you as a friend?
I'd risk my life for him if he needed me to. Like, if there was a girl trying to come for him, I'd step in.
Oh man, interesting video. But before we even get into my thoughts about the video, let's see what some commenters had to say. One commenter said, "Dude's going outside." I agree. Another commenter said, "She saved Brody so much time and money." That's true, because from her video, she kind of showed her interest level. And then another commenter said, "Simp position." Now, y'all keep in mind, when he's saying simp, I'm pretty sure he's not saying of being around a woman, because being a friend with a woman or being around a woman doesn't make you a simp. But what I like about this video, it shows the dynamics between men and women in real time. Now, she gets more benefits than him in a relationship of their friendship, because let's say, if, like she said, if she gets in a fight, he will protect her, because that's his homegirl, that's his friend. Now, I know you may be saying, she said she'll protect the same thing. I've been around a lot of women, they say that, but especially meeting, like she said, just meeting that night, odds are she's very heady and smart, so she just said that so she won't come off a certain way, which honestly, I could tell she's very smart, because she put a few things in that video. First and foremost, she said, "I don't have sex with friends." So she immediately let him know, buddy, you're in the friend zone. So she is very strategic and very smart with her vocabulary, to where I know she's very heady and she knows, okay, I know I could put this guy in a box, so he knows what it is, so he won't even dare try. Because you remember the interviewer said, if you had a chance, talking to the man, if you had a chance to have sex with her, would you? He said, "I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't take the offer away. I wouldn't say no." So in other words, that guy finds her attractive. And like I've always said in previous videos, men only hang out with women for the most part for two reasons. They find them romantically attractive, so physically attractive, so to have sex with or have a relationship with, or for business. Now, that is why I said it's stupid for men to hang out with women outside of those two things, because as she said, she doesn't view him romantically. Now, if he has a business, I'm all for that, because you don't know what doors could open up. For example, I have friends that are in real estate, and I do real estate myself. And one thing I notice is You know what? Let me go another route and tell you one of my own personal friends' story. She does real estate. She's a real estate agent, and she deals in a lot of higher end clientele. And she was showing a couple around, but the wife did not like her. And she could tell from how she was acting and when she saw her and showed them a few houses. So she went back to the real estate agency and asked if they could get another agent. And it wasn't because she said she just felt uncomfortable. And my homegirl, my friend, found out about this. And she was very upset because her husband, the woman husband who went to the real estate company to get the different agent, they make a lot of money. He's very wealthy, so there was going to be a big profit. And so she went behind my homegirl's back to get her replaced. And the only reason she done that was because of how she looked. In other words, she's bad. I would say a majority of people, if they see her, men would be attracted to her. So the wife did not like that. And you may be saying, well, Adrian, what do you mean? Even women know they don't want other women around their man, even good looking women around their man, if it's not even in business. But even if it's in business, if a woman can switch out that threat, they will get someone there, just to keep it a buck, uglier. Because she was upset. She put in so much groundwork and they replaces her with another woman. So when she replaced her with another woman and she told me that story, I knew it wasn't because of the it being a woman or anything. It was because of it being her. And the woman that they picked, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. She looked average, obese. So in other words, the wife to the husband felt comfortable and didn't feel threatened. Think of it no different than the secretary. If let's say the husband has a business and the wife doesn't want a good looking secretary because it's a threat. She'd rather have a basic secretary who doesn't look good. So apply that to this same scenario. Men do not hang out with women unless there's a benefit to it. And if it's not a benefit, it shows a few things to men like myself. Number one, he said someone to talk to. That lets me know you don't have any options or anything going for yourself. And if I think that way, from how smart that woman was in that interview, I know she thinks that in her head too, whether she thinks it verbatimly or innately. And then number two, this shows me this man has so much time on his hands. He'd rather be put in a friend zone than put in that work in something productive. I would never, like, when she would have told me that, that tells me, okay, she's not attracted to me and she put me in the friend zone. Now, I may be able to get out of the friend zone, but that's going to be a lot of groundwork for her to publicly say this on camera. I'm just going to cut it off and keep it moving. So this is why I say it's stupid for men to hang out with women unless they want to be romantically involved with her or for a business opportunity, because there's only 24 hours in a day. It's a waste of time. Now, women, you get more of the benefits because, like she said, you get the protection. Or let's just say that guy friend is going to take you out to dinner and he pay or whatever. Or you get that type of attention, free attention. Women will take that. But on the opposite end, for that man to say someone to talk to, most women don't understand to the male experience, especially he's black, obviously you could tell, so she definitely is not going to understand the male black experience. Wouldn't you want someone who would be able to understand your experience, whether it's a male or a black male? It doesn't make any sense. So what that whole video showed me was he was interested in her. Their friends introduced each other to them. So in other words, he was interested in her from a romantic level. She was not, but maybe attention or just to do something. Women will take attention from a man like that. But that's why she said, I don't have sex with friends. So she let him know up front, covertly, but still let him know up front, hey, I only see you as a friend. Ain't nothing, ain't no vibes here. Maybe friend vibes, but that's it. So he would be stupid to still hang out with her. Honestly, I would have just bounced from that. But a lot of times I don't need to see an interview for me to get that type of mindset. I could go off vibes and body language that I could tell if a woman's feeling me or not, to where, oh, I'm straight. But y'all, that's my video, and that's why I say men should not hang out with women unless for two reasons: romantic reasons or business reasons. And that's it, because like I said, there's only so much time in a day, and then you should be working on being productive and hitting your goals. So like if he was being productive and hitting his goals, being in the gym, becoming successful, having a career, working on his status, he could hang out with women that wouldn't see him as a friend, that wouldn't put him as a friend zone. So that's what I think. But y'all, let me know what you think. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And men, don't waste your time on women who just see you as an option.